So they weren't interested in getting involved with fair trade. They have their distribution network of farms, blah, blah, blah. As soon as they started getting bad press from these people started contacting, you know, the press. 6 months. You know, they pull out the you know, big fanfare, they're buying fair trade coffee. As soon as they got bad press, 6 months earlier, they couldn't be bothered. We're not set up for that. As soon as they got bad press, now they can buy fair trade. And that's one of the things that really makes me dislike them. You know, first of all, they could have owned the entire movement, you know, but they didn't want to give it lip service. And as soon as they got bad press, suddenly they want to own it. And, well, the horse is out of the barn. You know, like, screw ya. That's the way I feel. You know, like, where were you? And they don't embrace it totally. If you buy fair trade from them, you pay a little more. And yeah, it does cost them more. But, so all the consumer is doing is paying more to get fair trade from them. Like, Jesus Christ, you're a big company. Like, you know? And the coffee that you buy that, you know, purposely exploits people and is a lower grade, do you sell that for less, a lot less? No. It's all ground up and shoved through the machine, and, you know, hot swill is pushed out on people at the same price. You know, it's just nonsense. But they want credit for all this stuff. It just kind of annoys me, you know. And less than 0.1% of all the coffee in the world that's produced is certified fair trade. So, to their benefit, and they say this whenever you push them about, like, can you buy more organic? Can you buy fair trade? If we bought all the fair trade coffee in the world, it wouldn't be enough for us. We need X number of, you know, sacks of coffee, tons of coffee, and fair trade doesn't. Nobody's asking them to buy all fair trade, but 45% of all the fair trade coffee is not sold at fair trade. You can buy a lot more than you're doing, if you care. You know, maybe the CEO can't make 33 million, 38 million this year. Maybe he can only make 28 million. You know, my heart bleeds for the guy. I'm sorry he can't buy all his children brand new Mercedes this year. But you know what? It's 1 year and it's one car. I don't, you know, either you care about it or you don't care about it. But, like, you ought to be a lot more transparent as far as I'm concerned. Sorry to preach, but that, you know, don't go and brag about how you're saving the world, you know, in the next breath. It really annoys me. There's 5 grades of coffee. The top grade is specialty, and all together, when they're coming up, picking, when they're grading coffee beans, there's about 82 defects that they look for. The shape of the bean, the color, broken, wormy, you know, there's all, and you see it. All my coffee that I buy is certified specialty grade. It's the top grade. And literally, I'm not sure what actually the measure is, but that it can have 0 to 3 defects per lot. And if you open one of my bags, almost every bean looks exactly identical. You know, there's obviously some virtually the same shading. And periodically you'll find a bean that's black, that's broken, but literally out of that whole sack you'll have like a handful of beans that aren't like all the others. That's specialty grade. And as you go to the next grade and the next grade, there's more defects, there's more, you know, and you're paying for a premium for this. I know I'm getting it, and I'm buying what I buy my roll beans from a small company from the West Coast. It was created by a woman who was she wanted to create a coffee company where she was going to help primarily female farmers. They're at a disadvantage. Suddenly, their husband dies. They have a family, and now they have a business to run. And they could easily, most coffee farmers are exploited. A female farmer pushed beyond her means is really exploited. It's like, you know, the slow sheep in the pack is going to get eaten. What do you do? Just throw her away? So she was going to help these people. And it's going beyond that. It's more than just female farmers. But she works with these people, and she helps them, you know, develop fair trade, organic certifications, improve the quality of their coffee, etc. And virtually all her coffee is specialty grade, and that's so. You know, I got samples. It's perfect. I talked to different people at fair trade, at coffee trade shows. They told me about it. I looked into it. I'm really comfortable. They could tell me anything they want, and I believe it. Like, she created a company based on this. Like, her ethics are there, and it does cost more. It's, you know, pennies more, but the quality is superb. And fair trade doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to get great quality coffee. There's bad fair trade coffee. All your plants, if you ever had a garden or little house plants, every plant is not the healthiest, the best. They all don't have healthy little babies coming off of them, you know, to plant. And they get picked out, and they're sold at a, you know, at a lower price. But there's a financial incentive for fair trade farmers to be able to improve the quality of their coffee overall, because if they do, they can make more money. The top grade brings you, the farmer, more money.